Viewer discretion is advised.
Tonight, Fox takes you inside Prison Break, where you'll find out everything you need to know about this heart-pounding series. From the escape to the race to freedom, with exclusive interviews from the cast.
There's a lot of huge surprises coming up.
And scenes from new episodes. This is your chance to catch up and find out what lies ahead for the men on the run.
If we're gonna go down, might as well go down swinging.
It all started with a bang.
This is the police. Put down your weapons now.
Michael Schofield broke into prison to break his brother out.
I'm getting you out of here. It's impossible. Not if you design the place, it isn't. You've seen the blueprints. Better than that. I've got him on me.
Time was of the essence as Lincoln sat on death row, framed for the murder of the vice president's brother by dark forces inside the U.S. government, known as the Company.
Whoever it was that set me, I wanted in the ground as quickly as possible.
But Michael couldn't break Lincoln out alone. One by one, he assembled his team. Some invited, some not.
Either I'm through that hole with you, or I'm gonna sing like Johnny Cash.
But he needed one more person to put his plan into action.
I'm Michael, by the way. And you are?
Dr. Tancred, you want to?
I'm getting my brother out of here. Tonight.
I was part of your plan.
I never wanted to involve you in this. Better be open, bro.
You're asking me to break a law.
I'm asking you to make a mistake. Forget Talaka. We're in.
With freedom so close, one convict's dying confession revealed the location of his legendary stolen fortune of $5 million.
Money is buried just outside of Tooele, Utah.
Come on, move it.
They made it over the wall, but will they live to tell about it?
Give me my shotgun.
They just signed their death warrant.
What do we do now? We run.
Now, the hunt begins.
Let's go.
One of the best parts about Prison Break, certainly first season, was that you had a group of people who hated each other on some level, forced to work together for a common goal. And the same dynamic is in effect now.
When it came to the first season, a lot of people said, oh, thank God, I thought they were never going to break out. It was going to be 6 seasons. They were just going to keep teasing us with it. Nope, they got out.
Every character exists in those shades of gray. No one is strictly black or white, good or evil. It's a really titillating dynamic.
This second season is full of high anxiety for all the characters, and especially Lincoln and Michael.
Forces of evil have destroyed so many lives and hurt so many people. And as the heroes, I think you expect Michael and Lincoln to do something about that.
Breaking out was just the beginning. Now it gets a little more interesting.
I would encourage everyone who is watching to take a good look at these faces. These men right here are now the 8 most wanted men in America.
Michael Schofield, structural engineer, 5 years for armed robbery. Benjamin Miles Franklin, 8 years for possession of stolen goods. John Abruzzi, Don of the crime family of the same name, life without parole for conspiracy to commit murder. Charles Haywire Patoshik, 60 years for second-degree murder. Fernando Sucre, 5 years for aggravated robbery. David Tweener Apolskis, 5 years for grand larceny. Theodore Teabag Bagwell, life for 6 counts of kidnapping, rape, and first-degree murder. And Lincoln Burrows, scheduled to die next week for the murder of President Reynolds' brother.
The government wants results fast, so the company brings in veteran manhunter agent Alex Mahone to track down the escaped convicts and eliminate Lincoln and Michael.
Schofield, you and Bros are brothers, and he's the mastermind of this whole thing.
That's what they're saying.
I want everything they've got on him.
Mahone's been doing this a long time. He knows the signs. He has ideas about what people might be thinking about. He gets him very close to Schofield.
Got nothing in the whole world to do, brother. So you plan every single element.
I think Mahone understands Michael in a way that no other character on the show does. He understands the way Michael thinks.
Oh, that kid's clever. It's not a place. It's a name. We gotta go to the cemetery. Now, he's right there with Schofield. I mean, to catch up to what somebody masterminded in itself is
virtually impossible, but Mahone's there. He's got the experience.
I'll see you soon, Michael. It just may be sooner than you think.
But just when Mahone thinks he has Michael trapped, Michael is one step ahead.
But I need some time to think about what you're doing. First word of advice, stop. Because when you get close, I will win every time.
You think?
Mahone's had moments along the way where you can truly appreciate, boy, this kid is, he's got it. Doesn't matter, I'm going to get him, but...
As Michael and his men get farther away from Fox River Penitentiary, Corrections Officer Bellick takes the fall.
Why do these inmates have so much time to dig a hole in the floor of the guards' break room while working in prison industries?
Bellick got fired from Fox River because he was blamed for the prisoners escaping.
Officer Brad Bellick will be terminated effective immediately.
But you know what? It freed him up to, reach his full potential. Now that he's out of that prison, he can do whatever the heck he wants.
The race to freedom for the escaped convicts takes a U-turn, motivated by a dying man's last words.
Franklin's in Preston, Idaho, Bagwell's in Nebraska, and both men have never been across the Mississippi. The money's in Utah, and they're all going to get it.
To secure their financial future, it was important to go to Utah and get the $5 million that they believed the Westmoreland character had buried there.
Should be dead ahead. Can you see us, Silas?
We get to the top of the hill, and we realize everything's gone. It's just all these homes.
I got an idea. First, we're gonna need some supplies.
Yes.
Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Is your electricity out?
We dig through that concrete of the foundation of that silo, and boom, there it is.
Drop it back.
Whatever it is you want.
I want the money.
Adios, amigos.
It seemed Sucre had robbed them for the money, but Teabag had fooled them all.
Teddy, Theodore Bagwell, has pulled a switcheroony with the bag.
Backpack.
No!
Adios, amigos.
Teabag is left in the truck going off into the sunset with a little grin on the way.
Coming up next, Sarah reunites with Michael.
They can't chase us forever.
Lincoln discovers the key to the conspiracy against them.
You're not gonna believe who he thinks has it.
Who?
Sarah.
And a first look at new scenes from upcoming episodes of Prison Break. 6 convicts remain on the loose, but one is off in a world of his own.
Haywire's heading to Holland. I find this idyllic painting, and I decide that that's where I want to be. And Haywire is, if anything, a man of action. So I built a boat. I mean, what better way to get to Holland than build a boat? Most of the things I've had to do on this show have been really, really fun. But I have to say, the top of the list is really being able to run amok in an empty fast food restaurant. That's fun. I mean, after a while it was a little sickening, but that was really, really fun.
Hey, Dad? Help!
Sarah's father is killed, dragging her deeper into Michael's world.
He's eliminated by the conspiracy because he discovers a piece of information. Sarah doesn't know what that information is yet.
Now that she's been swept into the heart of the government conspiracy, Sarah needs a lifeline.
Desperate for help, Sarah and Michael are reunited for the first time since the escape.
I know you've heard this before, but it won't always be like this. They can't chase us forever.
There's no reason in the world for her to trust him, except she may not have a choice. First season, they had many things standing between them. Now that he's a free man, at least physically, you'd think, well, maybe there's a shot for these two. We'll have to see.
Life on the run isn't for Sarah, and she leaves Michael, only to be caught by the company's most dangerous agent.
Sarah was looking down the barrel of Kellerman's gun, and he seems to be aggressive and angry.
I've tried to get to Lincoln Burrows and to Michael Schofield a variety of ways, none of which have been successful. Sarah is what we would call, in the intelligence community, a human asset.
Kellerman tortures Sarah for any information that her dead father may have given her.
I don't know anything about any of this. Bless her, my mom was unable to watch. And when we were starting those scenes, what was interesting is there wasn't a whole lot of acting involved, in that when you hold yourself underwater for a minute and you come up, your body responds on its own.
Seeing somebody that upset and knowing you're inflicting that pain it makes you queasy. I might think I'm tough, but I'm actually just a wimpy actor who gets to play tough on TV.
So I fight like hell. End up pulling the drain stopper out with my teeth. I burn him with an iron. And jump out of a window.
Consequences that are kind of dire for Kellerman.
She's gone, isn't she?
Yes, she got away. But there is no way that she could... Bill.
Every photo, every file, get rid of it all. Make him a ghost.
Sarah is left with no other choice but to go into hiding.
While Michael and Lincoln might be the people whose faces are everywhere plastered on these wanted posters, my face isn't real safe either.
In the New Mexico desert, Michael is confronted by an unexpected visitor.
I brought someone. Dad?
The reunion was obviously bittersweet, emphasis on bitter.
The family reunion reveals the heart of the conspiracy and the reasons why they've been marked for death.
Your lives are what they are because of me.
Yes, Link told me about the company.
At its core, it's a story about family, and I think that's something that anyone, anywhere can relate to.
I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was protecting you.
From what, Dad? From who?
I became a target. Easiest way to get to me would be to get to you.
Lincoln and Michael's dad realized that he couldn't be part of the company, and the only way to get him was to set up Lincoln.
I left as soon as I realized how corrupt it all was, how they were buying the government.
You could have come back at any time!
No, I couldn't! I had to stay away. There's a tape. Gives us everything we need. Link will be set free if we find it.
You're not gonna believe who he thinks has it.
Who?
Sarah.
Coming up next, the reunion ends in tragedy.
Run!
And Bellick returns to Fox River. Plus, a revealing look at what's to come when new episodes of Prison Break return.
We can fix this. I came back so that we could fix this.
Michael and Lincoln's father is ready to make a stand against the company.
Lincoln and Michael's dad worked for the company years back. And once he realized the company had a different agenda, he wanted out. And it was kind of like the mob. Once you're in, you're in.
Run. Run! You guys head for the car. Go!
Link, don't worry, you're gonna make it.
You're gonna be okay. Just hold on.
You find Sarah Tinkred. She can end this.
Michael was devastated by the loss of this man that he barely knew, and it wasn't because his father was necessarily a great person, but I think Michael, like any young boy or girl who's never had a certain influence in their life, has never known their father or never known their mother, has years of fantasies stored up about who that person might be, what their relationship with that person might have been.
They wanted him. They wanted him in the ground. And they got their wish.
This thing's not gonna end here, Michael.
I know.
After Mahone kills their father, Michael and Lincoln realize that running away is no longer an option.
Guys, come on, guys. What?
We're staying.
After Michael lost his father, whom he had for all of 30 seconds, he decides they need to strike back.
Fly safe, Poppy.
Give him hell.
In the second half of the season, He and Lincoln are going to do their best to bring down the government conspiracy that put Lincoln behind bars in the first place. Are you ready for this?
I'm waiting years.
Good to hear it. Because today's the day we stop running.
How you feeling, little Teddy?
Bellick and Roy track down Teabag and torture him for the $5 million in cash. But it doesn't take long before greed severs their relationship.
Hey, that's the most beautiful thing you ever seen.
After Gary stole the money from me, Teabag killed Roy Gary.
Any ID?
Yeah, Roy Geary.
But then fate turns against Bellick.
I want to know what the hell's going on. If you could have arrested me, you would have already done it. I'm out of here.
Not really an option for you, Mr. Bellick.
Bellick left a horrible message on Roy Gary's machine.
You thieving son of a bitch. You better get down on your knees and pray to God that I don't find you. Because if I do, mark my words, I'm gonna gut you about astern.
That will set me up! Get your hands off of me!
Bradley Bellick, you are under arrest for the first-degree murder of Roy William Geary.
It's been a full circle for Bellick being the incarcerator to being the incarceratee.
This new warden, he's cracking down. He's making an example out of you.
Welcome home, boss.
Gosh, it's his worst nightmare, you know. They're gonna kill him. Well, he was working there. He wasn't the nicest guy, so they're gonna wreak vengeance on him, that's for sure.
I don't see him. Trust me, we haven't lost him yet.
With Mahone still hot on Michael and Lincoln's trail, the quest to clear their names comes to a crashing halt.
Turn around. Turn around!
If you're gonna murder us, Alex, you're gonna have to look us in the eyes while you do it.
Shut up.
Mahone's killing spree hits a roadblock.
United States Border Patrol, drop your weapon, or we will drop you. Your choice.
With Michael and Lincoln behind bars, the company gives Mahone an ultimatum.
Burroughs and Schofield, can you see them from where you are?
Yeah.
Then put a bullet in their heads.
They're being watched.
I don't care. By armed guards.
They make it back to Fox River, it is over. For all of us. What you're asking me to do is tantamount to suicide. Do you understand what I'm saying? I wasn't asking anything. That would imply you had a say in the matter.
It's crazy for him in a lot of ways. The company, not the FBI, but the company. They have a little something over the top of him, and they're going to keep him down and in place to help them get what they want.
Pull this off and you're halfway home. Alex? You remember what home is like, don't you? Stay away from my family.
One has certain ways of dealing with people that threaten him. It's not a good thing, you know? Don't threaten them and then make plans with your in-laws. You're not going to show up, is what I'm saying.
Coming up, as Mahone attempts to carry out the company's orders.
Here we go. Here we go.
Kellerman joins a new team.
You just found your inside man, but it's got to be right now.
And an exclusive first look at upcoming all-new episodes of Prison Break. Michael and Lincoln are captured, but the company wants them dead.
What are the chances we even make the Fox River line?
The trap has been set.
Hey, we need some help getting this rig out of the road.
Will Michael and Lincoln take the bait?
All right, let's say we get the cuffs off. Where do we go?
There.
It's too easy.
Throw in a shot.
It's their only shot. They don't have an excuse to kill us unless we give it to them.
Let me get us out of here the only way I know how.
Fighting.
Yeah.
Get the keys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Copy that.
We finally found a place where we were cornering Lincoln and Michael. Kellerman was going to come from one end, I was going to come from the other. We got them, that's it, the game was up. And then Kellerman goes and he shoots me, you know? I mean, I'm going to get him.
You just found your inside man, but it's got to be right now. Let's go.
There I was, you know, laying on the ground. What's up with that? What's up with that? I called my wife. I said, get out of the mall. I'm on the ground.
Now, a sneak peek at what's to come when all new episodes of Prison Break return Monday, January 22nd.
Kellerman saved them from home. They go running off together, and that becomes a very uneasy alliance.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't blow your brains out.
I know where Terrence Stedman is.
We find the defendant charged with murdering Terrence Stedman guilty.
We realize that Stedman's alive and they have to get to him.
You guys want to keep running? Fine. You want to be free? Get in the car.
He's a killer, but he seems to be a killer with a conscience.
I think a lot of suspense is going to lie with the audience as to whether Kellerman can be trusted or not.
Why are you helping us?
Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
We're seeing Sarah trying to make things right. The circumstances are so extreme that responding to them in any way kind of changes who she is fundamentally.
This show is so intense, you know? Lately I've been thinking, what's gonna happen with Mrs. Hollander?
Don't think I won't remember what your front steps look like.
Hello, Mrs. Hollander. Don't be frightened. Daddy's home. Is he gonna kill her? Is he gonna try to woo her? What's gonna happen here?
You look lovely.
I have a feeling it's not as simple as people might think.
Bellick is in prison now. He's an ex-prison guard, and the inmates don't like ex-prison guards.
I'm just looking to do my time. I don't want any trouble.
He's doing everything he can to just survive now. If you want to know what this is, just tune in and see what happens to Bellick.
I love how this show is addictive for people. They say I can't get enough of this show. I can't believe I have to wait till next week.
You've got suspense, romance.
There's surprises every scene on this show. You never know when someone's gonna fight it.
You could always read the next script and find yourself 6 feet under with a bullet in your head.
Schofield, you can't get rid of the handsome guy.
Michael could be the one to go. You never know.
What's coming up in the second half of this is a lot of things that the audience has been wanting to see. You'll see it.
Fans out there in Prison Break are going to be blown away. There's a lot of huge surprises coming up.
They've been clean, and now it's time to fight.
It's all building to something that I'm not quite sure what it is, but I have no doubt it's going to be good.